Hey guys, I ordered this Arc Captain wire for a couple different reasons. I was using the Harbor Freight wire. This is the Vulcan wire from Harbor Freight. Now, the first reason I ordered the Arc Captain was this is a 2-pound roll. This is $24.99 at Harbor Freight. This is a 10-pound roll, and even after tax to my door, it was $41. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out this math. Okay. Another reason why I went with this Arc Captain, to try the Arc Captain, was that number one, well, actually, I guess it's number two. Number two, this Vulcan wire, I don't know why, but every once in a while it will jam up in the feed of my welder. Now, I have a titanium 140 multi-process welder, and when it jams up like that, it just bends the wire all to crap, and the only way you can get rid of that is to cut it out, and then you have to pull all that wire out of the MIG gun, and it's about 10 feet of wire. Now, usually that happens 3 times per 2-pound spool. So every 2-pound spool that I use of this wire, I'm losing 30 feet of it. And to me, that's unacceptable. So we're not using that wire anymore. What I'm hoping to do is switch over to this Arc Captain wire, and I got this in today. It was packaged really well. It was packaged in an Amazon box, of course, but then it was packaged in its own Arc Captain box. And then when this came out, it was sealed in a foil bag. And then after I opened the foil bag, there was actually this cardboard stuff around all of the wiring. So this isn't looking good already, Arc Captain, because look at this. I've got a big chunk of my spool that was broken off, and it's actually exposing a lot of this wire. Probably a ½ inch of this roll is being exposed, and I'm hoping that this does not snag while it's feeding, because that's really going to make me mad if this is useless wire just because it's going to stick on this. So I'm going to load this into the welder, and I've got something I need to lay some welds on, and we'll see how the actual wire does, and if this does catch on the wire, and we'll see if it does what this does, which is just, I don't know what you would call that, bird's nest, I guess. Also, a problem with this particular wire is the further you get down, it's really wavy, and it doesn't want to feed through the PTFE tube in the MIG gun. So I'm hoping the Arc Captain does better at winding than Harbor Freight does. So we'll get back to you. I'll get this loaded, and we will lay some welds with it, and we will see if that interferes with it, and we'll see what kind of welds we can get out of this wire.
So my mic, I guess, just destroyed. I don't know what happened to it. The audio is garbage, so I had to split it all out and do this voiceover. So the first thing I noticed about this wire is, you can see in the video there, that there's a lot more smoke coming off this wire than the Vulcan wire. But, as long as your shop's well ventilated, I don't think that's going to be a problem. And where it took me a while to do the voiceover, I didn't do it the same day. It gave me a chance to do some more welding with this and find out some other stuff. Now here in the video, what I'm showing you is just, this was a single pass with the new Arc Captain wire, and it did good. I did end up having to turn up my current a little more than what I was using with the Harbor Freight wire. And the spatter is what I'm showing you here. Now the spatter seems to be centralized in like a 3 to 4 inch area with this Arc Captain stuff, which is way better than the other stuff, the Vulcan, because it seems to go pretty much everywhere. So like I said, I had a couple days before I did this voiceover, and I got to use this on some different welding, and I can say that the puddle on this is smaller and more precise, and you can control your welds very well with this. And I did get to do some gap welding with it, and it is excellent on building the gaps and stuff like that, probably because of that small puddle. I really like that because I can control my welds very well. So for a general all-purpose use wire, this stuff is great. Now I haven't had a snag yet on that broken spool, but I'm really hoping that I don't. So that's not been a problem either. So overall, this wire is well worth the money and well worth switching from the Harbor Freight stuff.